Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Gemini. How are you? Let's see what's going on with you guys. Does Gemini need to know? All right. I see a leap of faith. Someone's looking at things from a different perspective here. This is someone ready to take a leap of faith. Yeah, someone's looking before they leap, being a little cautious, looking at things from a couple of different perspectives. Yeah, what's going on here? Yeah, we got somebody walking away. It's a person ready to move towards something new. Yeah, someone here took a risk, didn't get what they wanted. Yeah, this is someone who's given up. They're putting this behind. We have a person ready to go down a new path here. They're looking for something new. Yeah, this is someone putting this behind. This is someone who's feeling a little beat up here. But you can see we have a person coming in. So some of you have someone else who's checking you out. This person is going to ask you out. Let's have a look at the Fool. Yeah, this is someone who longs for love. Be careful of someone here who never gives you what you want. Okay, we're to the point where you feel beat up, you feel like giving up, and they come in and tell you that they're missing you. So be a little cautious there. If you are longing for love, it's time to look at things for a different perspective. Yeah, so we got somebody here, definitely, someone's taking back their power here. It's a person who's determined to succeed, to walk away. It's about leaving the past in the past. Yep. Look at that. We got someone here who's going to connect. I see a new connection coming in. Yeah, some of you have just given up here. Yeah, but I do feel just as about when you're to give up, this person's going to come in and tell you they miss you. They're going to want to connect. You're still not going to get what you want, and you'll likely still walk away. It's saying to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. Okay? You already know the answers you're seeking. Let's have a look at the Nine of Wands. Yeah, see, it's about making better choices in love. Yeah, you got a person going to come in. See, I feel like what you're dealing with is a person who puts on the brakes. They like to be in control. They like to take your power. But I do think you're going to keep walking away. I do think this is someone who's going to come in and tell you they miss you. They're wanting you to take a risk. If you've already taken a risk with this person, okay, and you never got what you wanted, it's telling you to be careful what you wish for with this person if you give this person another chance. I feel like you have another opportunity. See, it's about longing for love here. It's about a bond, a connection. See, some of you are just putting this behind. I feel like you'd already know the answers you're seeking. Okay? I'm saying to trust your intuition when it comes to this walking away, but it's about where you're going. See, it's all about putting this behind. You're almost there. And I see this person coming in to ask you out. Yep, see, it's letting someone know you're open, you're available. Yeah, you got a choice to make here. Yeah. Yeah, some of you here were definitely patient with someone here. I do feel there was a connection, but the problem with this person is they weren't invested. I feel like you've lost patience. This is where you have to take back your power. You have to take a little pause and look at this. Okay? Because I do think it's someone who's going to try to get you to take a leap of faith. Yeah. Yeah. See, then this person, what they do, then they put on the brakes and they reject you. I feel like you're losing interest. I feel like you're bored of this. I do think you are losing interest in this person because you have another person here. See, you're moving towards new. It's all about leaving it behind, trusting your intuition. Yeah, this is someone who manipulates. They come in, tell you they miss you, and then you give them back your power. Stop giving this person your power, okay? Because this is somebody who often comes in, puts on the brakes, and then rejects you once they get what they want. Yeah. You long for love, then it's time to look elsewhere. That's what it's saying. Yeah, I can see some of you throwing your hands up in the air. I just give up. But it's about being open to other options and opportunities. You want love. You deserve love here. Yeah, so you got someone who just keeps you hanging. They make up excuses. They tell you a story. It's often that feels sorry for me. You see, they try to take your power. But I think you're going to take the power away from this person. Why? Because you're going to trust your intuition that they manipulate. Yeah. You know it's time to walk away. You got choices here, yeah? You're going to connect with somebody more compatible, someone who's ready to cooperate, compromise. I feel like you've compromised enough. You've sacrificed and given, and you never get what you want from this person. See, you're filling their cup. You keep filling their cup, right? You give them what they want, but they never give you what you want. And they always have an excuse. It's a person who doesn't often follow through. Yeah, I feel like this is someone who's content the way things are, you see. This is a person who has a lot of excuses here. They got an excuse for everything, and this is why they keep you hanging. And I feel like you're getting bored of this. Yeah, you've got another person coming in. I feel like you're open. You're about to receive. Yeah, some of you got new. Look at that. This is where you walk away. So you're moving towards new. Keep walking away. Anyone who makes up excuses constantly and they manipulate, feel sorry for me, I miss you. This is just somebody who likes to be in control. They want everything their way. But you have the determination here. I feel like you're very determined to move on. I see new coming in. I see you moving on, putting this behind, feeling so much happier. Yeah, you have a person who's sincere. See, it's all about looking for sincerity. This is someone who's not always sincere. This is just a person who lacks emotion. They just feel sorry for me. I miss you, right? Because they want you to take a leap of faith. Don't let this person play you as a fool. And I feel like you're not. You're not going to take the risk. In fact, you're going to just go down a whole different path here. Beautiful. Yeah, this is something over. It's done. You're going to rise like the phoenix from the ashes. You have everything you need to manifest your desires. See, letting other people know you're open. You're about to receive. This is beautiful. Yeah. But you're not going to budge and give in to someone who manipulates. You're protecting yourself and your heart. Yeah. You're not going to give in. I feel like you're just not going to do this. This is amazing. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Like I say, I feel like you're moving on. You're looking at this situation. And I feel the person who comes in is sincere. Okay? Yeah, there's a spark attraction. See, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. You can't rely on this person. They're not reliable. It's about protecting yourself and not giving in. Yeah, you're not going to budge. You got a new person. Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. Empress energy. See, you know your worth. You're open to receive. You're manifesting. You have everything you need to manifest what you want here. Look at that. Yeah, you got a person coming in to ask you out. If this person comes in and then says they want to ask you out on a date again after they've put on the brakes, I really don't think you're going to fall for it. No. They're content the way things are. They don't want to give you anything. They offer you the sippy cup. But it's often feel sorry for me, sympathy. Yeah, don't fall. I don't think you're going to fall for it. No, you got a person who wants to build with you. See, it's a person who doesn't want to put in the effort. They want you to do all the work. Okay? But the person who's coming in is sincere. They're going to put in effort. Yeah, this is lovely. You're going to go on a date with this person. Yeah, you're moving on, taking the lessons you've learned. See, I see things kind of just calming down a little bit. But I do think it's a person who, they wait for things to calm down till you're like over whatever it is they did, and then they come in and try. Yeah, but I think you're going to avoid this person. Just avoid them. I feel that's what you're going to do. You're going to apply the lessons you learned to this situation. Yeah, you can see you got other options, opportunities. Somebody here knows a good thing when they see it too. But it's someone who treats you like an option, and that's what I feel, the lessons you're learning. Yeah, the Empress is nobody's option. Wow. Whoever's coming in, they're coming in right too, and that's another thing. This is someone who doesn't even come in right. See, they want you to fill their cup. Give me what I want. Maybe you'll get what you want. You know, that kind of attitude. Yeah, I think you're bored. I do think this is, and they are somebody who doesn't really invest emotionally. I don't think this person, I think you're just losing interest. I do. And I feel like because of this new energy and this high vibrational energy, you're attracting what you desire. Someone's finding you attractive. So you might need, take a little time in between here, but I really feel like you're ready to go down this path. You can see soul searching this path. See, I feel like there's no looking back here. Yeah, nice. Wow, Gemini. Yeah, you know exactly what to do, not to give in to this person. Yeah, you can see the bigger picture. You're going to be a lot happier, emotionally fulfilled. So you deserve better. You deserve to get your cup filled. I feel like you filled this person's cup enough. See, they're content. They're getting what they want, but you're not getting what you want. But you are going to get what you want. Yeah, see, it's an energy of faith and loyalty. Connecting with someone where you have things in common, where you do things together. I feel like you got someone who never wants to do anything. They always have an excuse. Yeah. I feel that it's an energy of yourself too, assessing the situation. But I feel like the person who comes in is sincere. I do think there's an energy of faith and loyalty, but you're going to make sure you're on the same page. Okay, that somebody commits to spend time with you. But what you have is a person who doesn't follow through. See, they don't budge and give in. They want their cake and eat it too. This is why I feel like you're moving on. Yeah, lovely energy. I think you have faith in yourself here too. Yeah, I think you're just really done with all this. Now let's have a look at this person who's going to come in. They come in right. So somebody who reaches out probably ahead of time and makes a commitment. And they will follow through. Yeah. So someone in your social circle, online dating, social media. Yeah. This is someone who will take you out in public. You're not a secret. See, that's another thing, right? The secret. Someone who tries to keep you a secret. They always have an excuse. Yeah. I think you got this. You're not going to budge. Yeah, really nice energy. I mean, the Three of Cups shows learning about somebody, getting to know them. See, it's about growing closer. See, you're going to connect with someone and grow closer to them. And as you go closer to this, you're going to be able to really let go of that. But it's about getting yourself out there. See, I see gatherings, getting together. You're going to get a person here who's going to make a commitment. They're going to actually commit. They'll take you out to introduce you to their friends or family. See friends that are family. Lovely energy. Yeah, the person who's loyal, faithful, you're on the same page. I feel like you're going to get each other. Yeah, it is an energy of single. Some of you that are newly single here too. Kind of just take your time. Don't rush into anything. I wouldn't be surprised, like friends first. Yeah, but I do think this person is single. Yeah, look at this. This is something that could go somewhere. Things are speeding up. I see a busy time, a lot of socializing. Whoever this person is, they like to talk. They like to communicate. They'll stay in touch, but they're going to reach out and make a commitment. This is someone who prepares ahead. Yeah, I feel like you're dealing with someone who just kind of comes in out of the blue. You never really know what to do. You can't always make plans. You get bored. All this time in between, you don't see this person. But during this time, this is where you're really starting to, I feel, lose interest. You got another person who's interested in you. They want to get to know you. Could be another community close by, but it's somebody who wants to see you. They want to spend time with you. They want to learn about you. And you're going to learn about this person. And as you learn about each other, you're really going to connect. Yeah, you're leaving all this other energy behind. Yeah. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands. Yeah, it's a cycle ending, a new romantic cycle too. This is somebody romantic. Yeah. This is a lovely energy for you. See, getting out there, being more social. You're going to connect with this person. This is an energy of and then some of you are just going to be at the right place in the right time. But this is feeling lucky, positive. This is where things really start to go in your favor. Someone is seeing you in a favorable light, probably vice versa. Yeah, this really could go somewhere. I like this energy because it has to do with sincerity. It's a person who commits to being with you, spending time. They'll introduce you to their friends. I do feel they have friends who are like family. So this is somebody here. You're going to feel, I feel it's going to feel good, like you're just going to feel so much happier and so much more positive because you're moving towards new. Yeah, you've got a person here. This is somebody who comes in right too. They know what they want. See, you're dealing with someone who doesn't even know what they want. That's where I feel like they don't even know what they want. This person already knows what they want. And they're confident, they're bold, very charming, charismatic. Somebody who has friends who are like family. It's really, I feel, going to make you feel happy. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, see, it's going to feel like home. See, it's a feeling like home. There's a reason to celebrate too. This is somebody here who they could provide a home. I do feel this person knows what they want. They are a committed kind of person. I feel your lifestyles are similar, like something that's compatible. You like to do a lot of the same things. Yeah, very charming, but they know what they want and they're not afraid to go for it. Look at that. See, I feel like you're going to connect, but this is about releasing. You're going to release all this and let it go. You know a situation doesn't serve you. This person here, like I feel like this could come unexpectedly, but this person knows what's expected. Yeah, it could happen suddenly where you could just be in the right place and time, but it's saying to get out there. You got this person who makes up excuses, feels sorry for me, whatever it is they do, see ending. And you're the one who's going to rise like the phoenix from the ashes. You're going to put this behind here. Yeah. I like this other person's energy because they already know what they want. They're hoping the feelings are mutual. They're hoping you're interested, but you see mutual friends, family. You might even travel in the same social circle. But this is someone who feels that you fit in some way. So they're not afraid of taking you out in public. They're not afraid of, this is somebody who has respect. See, it's about respect. Why? Because they plan ahead. They ask you ahead. They don't just come in and expect you to be available. I feel like you're dealing with someone who just expects you to be available. Stop being available. First and foremost, step one. Yeah. And that's what I feel like you're doing. This is someone popular. People really like this person. Yeah, they're quite popular, maybe even well known in the community. But yeah, this person definitely is very respectful here. Yeah, this is nice. I feel like this is just showing that you have now decided no longer to give to somebody here. And you do know, I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. You need to protect yourself and your heart. Yeah, it's somebody who's not faithful or loyal. But this is yourself being confident, having faith in yourself. I think you know this is someone who's probably not even faithful. Anybody who never wants to spend time with you, they always have an excuse. Then time goes by. See, they wait for you to get over it when they know that you're upset with them. But this is someone who rejects people, and it's often someone who just does this because they don't want it to go anywhere. They're content the way things are. Yeah, you deserve better. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they may not even be loyal. So I would watch that. Protect yourself, okay? Yeah, definitely anybody who comes in, make sure you're on the same page. These are the lessons you're learning. You're going to apply to this situation. You know when a situation doesn't serve, see? This person, anyone who doesn't want to spend time with you isn't interested enough. This person doesn't even know what they want. That's the problem with this person. They're not even ready. It's sort of like, why do you even start anything if you don't even know what you want? Then you make up excuses. You don't want to do anything. I don't even think you have a whole lot in common, to be honest. Yeah, this other person's confident, bold. Yeah, like I say, this is an energy of someone who, look at this beautiful energy, manifesting communication. You already know the answers you're seeking. You know you need to protect yourself from this person and not to give in. It's the other card here. And yeah, it's an energy of someone who puts in effort. This is someone who's going to put a lot of effort in because they show you that they want to be with you. They want to spend time with you, not the other person. Yeah. And I do think you have a person here who doesn't tell you everything. In fact, they could even be in a committed relationship. Yeah, but it's a person who doesn't want to commit. You're going to apply the lessons you learned. I feel like, say, the light bulb's going to go off here. It's somebody who's not faithful. They're not telling you everything about their life, their history. They don't want to share a lot. So in other words, they don't really want it to go anywhere. Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful energy. Look what's coming out now. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So I feel like you don't see a future with someone here. You got another person who's curious. I feel like you are too. I think you're going to go for this. Yeah. It's about feeling like home, feeling comfortable. Someone who feels like home. Now, they really could be anyone here. I do see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I do see Aries, Leo, Sag. Aquarius, Gemini, yeah, they may have Aquarius in their chart. This is a person who releases things that don't serve, patterns, habits, behaviors. Yeah, I think this is somebody probably more your type here. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, being gracious. See, it's about feeling comfortable. I feel like you're no longer comfortable with another person. When you feel like you have to protect yourself around someone, or it doesn't feel right, like they're not telling you everything, that's when you know. And I do see some of you walking on glass around this person where it feels uncomfortable, like you have to walk on glass, like you have to be careful everything you say. Yeah. See, it has to feel like home, and I feel like you're going to feel at home with this person. Yeah. Yeah, some of you got tired of waiting here. See, the ship has sailed. I think you're just completely losing interest. Whoever this other person is, they're coming in. Yeah, they know what they want. That's the biggest thing right there. They know what they want before they even start it. There's your difference right there. Anyone who starts something when they don't even know what they want doesn't always have the other person's best intentions. So do take care, okay? It's telling you to ground yourself and look at the situation. It's about feeling safe, feeling comfortable, being able to just be you, because it's the reality of the situation, just being real. Yeah. And the interesting thing is you know what you can expect from this person. Where you don't know what you can expect from this person, that's another thing. But, you know, raise that expect, you know, it's about teaching someone here too, I feel. It's about expecting. Have high expectations for yourself. Know your worth. Yeah, this person as well. They know their worth. Yeah, interesting. They really could be anyone, though, because I do see Aquarius energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, definitely King of Wands. I mean, whoever this is someone who knows what they want. They see you in a favorable light. They hold you in high regard. They have respect. They'll communicate with you and prepare ahead, basically, and tell you. So I think some of you are already prepared. I feel like you kind of know this person's probably coming in. They're around you. Yeah, you might have mutual friends or friends who are like family, but I do see a house and a home, a reason to celebrate. Yeah, some sort of, the way this person lives their life too. Look at that. They know you're available. I feel this person knows, or you're about to let them know. Yeah. Take care, and we'll see you soon.